guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have another lip swatching and review video for you, and today I'm going to be sharing my favorite coral, peach, and orange lipsticks from the drugstore. Coral and peach and orange lipsticks are some of my favorite colors to wear in the summertime. I always gravitate towards more coral lipsticks rather than like the mauves or the reds. I always gravitate towards more orange and coral lipsticks, so I thought it would be a good idea to share with you my favorites, especially since it's summer now. I will swatch them all on my lips as well as on the back of my hands so you can see the different colors. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching. So I'm going to start off by sharing my favorite peach lipstick. So I just have two to share with you, and the first one is actually by Wet n Wild. It's one of their Megalast lipsticks. I feel like I've talked about it before, probably in a favorites video, and this is in the shade Just Peachy. It's more on the pink side than peach, but depending on your skin tone, it can either look more peach on your lips or more pink. So these Megalast lipsticks are really great because they do last a really long time, especially for a color that's a little bit more nude. This lasts on your lips through meals, and it just pretty much lasts the whole day. I find them not to be too drying. Some people do find them to be drying, but overall I think they're a good lipstick, and they're also like $3, I think. So this is in the shade Just Peachy. I think it's perfect for the spring and the summer. And then the next one I have is by Rimmel. It's one of their Lasting Finish Kate Moss lipsticks, and this is in the shade 32. They don't have names, they just have numbers, so this is in the shade 32. It's a little scary at first because it is pretty peach. It's not like the Wet n Wild one where it's a little bit more pink. This one is like just peach. It's straight up peach. It can pull a little bit orange and a little bit more white based on your lips, but I still really like it, and I think it's really pretty paired with a darker lip liner underneath or by itself or with a gloss on top. And it is a cream finish, so it does give your lips a little bit more of a juicy look to them, which is nice in the spring and the summer. So these are my two favorite peach lipsticks from the drugstore. I'm gonna start drifting into the coral shades now. This is the Katy Kat Matte lipstick in the shade Coral Cat. These are CoverGirl's lipstick collaboration with Katy Perry. So this is Coral Cat right there on the end. It's more of an orangey coral as opposed to a pinky coral. It is kind of bright, but it's also muted at the same time, so it's not super intense. It still gives you a little bit of something to your lips that's more exciting than just a peach or just a nude lipstick. So that's the formula on these Katy Kat matte lipsticks is really good. They're just a nice demi matte finish, and they last really well on your lips. I really like the formula of these. The next one I have is by Maybelline. This is one of their Rebel Bloom lipsticks, the one that comes in the pinky, purpley, lilac-y packaging. This is in the shade Coral Burst. It looks super bright and super intense in the bullet, but when you swatch it and when you wear it on your lips, it's not quite as intense as it looks in the bullet form. It's more of a pinky coral rather than a peachy coral like Coral Cat, which is more orangey and peach, and this one is more pink and is a little bit more muted. It's not so intense, and it's just a really comfortable creamy lipstick to wear. I really liked it in the spring, and I still do really like it for the summer. Okay, so we are straying into more of the orangey and the bright shades now. These were kind of like your more relatively neutral coral shades, and then now we're going into the darker and more bright shades. The first one is actually one of the first lipsticks I purchased. This is by Revlon. It's one of their super lustrous lipsticks, and I have it in the shade Siren. It is one of their cream formulas, and it looks super orange right now, but it's not quite as orange in person as it looks right now on video. Like after a while, these Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks start smelling funny. My sister actually was the first one to notice that, but then after she mentioned it, now I'm like, maybe it's just because they get old and they start smelling. Anyways, really comfortable on your lips. It doesn't last a super long time, so you do have to reapply it after you eat or you drink. But I don't actually mind that, and it's just a nice lipstick to wear in the summertime. This is the CoverGirl Outlast long wearing lipstick. I think it's called something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's in the shade Fireball. It's the CoverGirl lipsticks that come in this silver packaging. I heard about this through Emily Noel on YouTube. She mentioned this in her like hidden gems of the drugstore video, which is where I discovered it, and I'm actually really impressed by the formula on this. It is like a demi matte finish. It lasts a really long time on your lips. You do not need to reapply this after you eat because it will last through a meal, and it stays hydrating and it stays comfortable on your lips all day long, which is pretty impressive for like a demi matte finish. It is a corally orange shade. It actually looks really similar to Siren right now. These are all going to look really similar because they are all part of the same color family, but yeah. Anyways, oh, and these smell like, I don't know, like old lip smackers or something. I actually can't figure it out, but it smells like super sweet. Yeah, I don't know. It does smell really sweet though, so just be aware of the scent on those ones. Next one I have is actually the one I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is a Revlon Color Matte Balm, and it is in the shade Audacious. It is a really intense orangey coral. I just really enjoy wearing these. Oh, my camera keeps heating up because it's too hot today. 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I don't know what I was talking about, but hopefully my camera doesn't overheat again. These Revlon matte balms are one of my favorite things to wear on my lips because they're like cooling. They feel really like cold and minty on your lips when you apply them, which is so nice. They last a really long time as well, so they'll last through meals and you won't really have to apply them, but if you do need to, it's really conveniently in this tubey thing, which is just really easy to draw onto your lips. It's definitely one of my favorite coral shades these days, and I'm wearing it right now. So the last one in this kind of category, which is like the corally cat, I mean these are all corals, but this is like my orangey corals. Anyways, this last one is a Wet n Wild lipstick. It's one of their silk finish lipsticks, and it's in the shade What's Up Doc. These are a little different than their Megalast lipsticks. These ones are like a little bit thicker in formula. These ones are not quite as thick, but I still do really like them. It looks really orange on camera, but it's definitely more of a pinky coral, like a bright pink. This one actually isn't really matte. It's more of a demi matte finish. I think all of these shades look really, really good on tanned skin, tanned or deeper skin tones. They would probably still look really good on fair skin tones as well. I just prefer to wear these in the summertime when I have a tan. These all look extremely similar. I apologize for that. Coral is just one of my favorite lip colors in general, so I mean that's why I have so many of them, and that's why they all look pretty much the same. From the red coral shades, I have two, and they're pretty much the exact same color, so I'm not going to swatch both on my lips, but I will link a video below where I do wear one on one side and the other on the other side because they're pretty much the exact same color. First one I have here is another Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick, and this is in the shade Purty Persimmon. It's a really bright reddish orange. The oranges are some of my favorite lipstick colors to wear out of all, like the peach, coral, corally pinks, and orange. I think red oranges are my favorite. I already talked about the formula on these, so I'm not going to dwell too much on that, but again, I just really like these Wet n Wild Megalast lipsticks. And then the other one is Craving Coral, and this is by Maybelline. It's one of their Creamy Matte formulas. Again, a really, really great formula lipstick. It's one of my favorite formulas at the drugstore actually, and this is one of my favorite shades from the Maybelline collection. They pretty much look the exact same. The Wet n Wild one is probably just a little bit darker, a little bit deeper and more intense. This one is not quite as bold. but again, just a bright red orange. I think I was wearing this one in my favorite spring lipsticks from the drugstore, so you can see it in there if you want to see a lip swatch of this one. And then the last lipstick I have is just a straight up orange. This is by Milani. It's one of their color statement lipsticks, and it is in the shade Sweet Nectar. Comes off very, very orange on your lips. It looks a little bit more red on camera, but it's definitely just orange on your lips. Milani color statements are, again, one of my top 5 favorite lipsticks from the drugstore. They're very comfortable to wear. They last a really long time. You don't have to reapply after you eat. And I know orange can be a little bit scary to wear sometimes. You don't see a lot of people wearing orange lipsticks, but I think in the summertime it does look really nice if you have a bronzy eye makeup on, or if you're just going very neutral on your eyes and on your blush. I think that orange can be quite easy to pull off. So those are all my favorite coral and peach and orange lipsticks from the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I guess I'll see you in my next one. Bye!